Moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Out again for a throw-in. He's a sharp little ball here. It's a pretty loose pass. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rivaldo! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Manchester United with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Smashing header! He scores! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Yamal. Ball is over the line. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Goes for a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Mbappe is offering a right smile there.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, what has happened? It's a goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Rafinha goes short. There's the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And it's Rijkaard. Approaching half-time and still 9. Can they make something happen now? And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, there's no question, Peter, what his manager thought of it. He's turned away in disgust.
Thuram gets across to intercept that. Oh, easy pickings there. Yamal. This looks promising.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Chiellini. And it's Xabi Alonso. Nicely shaped ball. Think through. Thinks about the shot. David Villa! And it's hit the woodwork and out. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defence. He's gone for goal! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Barcelona really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
Match broadcast live on our club's FM station. Substitution for Barcelona, number 19, Morgan Rogers.
And the action is back underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Bernardo Silva, number 17, Olise.
And he welcomes it in.
14, Filippo Inzaghi, number 24.
Zanetti, a picture of focus and alertness. Barcelona different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
That's the keeper's ball. And no, that was never going to make it. What a throw in. Oh, that's fabulous. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Looking for a runner. That's good vision. David Villa receives it in a good position here. Bernardo Silva. He's looking wide. That's a good run down the left. And he's heaved it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. That pass has been well intercepted. And that's been won straight back. Searching pass he's played there. Rafinha. And this is Inzaghi. He might be in here. Great chance! Yes, it's in! And they are dragging it back. Game on again! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
And the shot, and he shoots! Oh, it's a stunning goal! A finish right from the top draw! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
And he's done it again! He's got his second! So the lead now is 2.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
He's having a shot!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Rashford. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Rafinha having a look. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. An absolute peach, and that for him is goal number 10, and that is as far as it goes. Barcelona can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Barcelona never really got into this game. I think conceding early as they did seemed to completely undermine whatever had been put in place before they left that dressing room, and they just didn't readjust to it at all.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Barcelona are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running.
There's the golden nugget, that is Paul Scholes, one of the game's unsung heroes.
And nothing seems to change him. All that adulation, he's the same bloke.
Agreed, but on a world level, he ought to have higher status. But he's never been one for hugging the limelight. He just loves being the quiet assassin.
Mbappe. Now it's Hazard. He's got away. Oh, super ball. Tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
It's a searching pass.
That looks a good ball through.
Real chance! Goal! Germany! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Scholes. Now it's Mbappe.
That's just playing it safe and simple. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And he's on his way! That's an excellent interception.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
De Ligt. Costa Curta. Hullet. And it's Hullet. Now it's Mbappe. Griezmann. Now it's Mbappe. Griezmann. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Yamal. He's shifting through the gears here. Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Rafinha plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. De Ligt. It's Forlan. Now it's Forlan. There's a sharp little ball here. It's Forlan! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's found a way through. Bullish header! Oh, it's fallen loose again.
Well,
and that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
And a quick announcement.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Substitutions taking place.
And we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Howson. Barcelona do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
And he's picked out the run. Bullet! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Bullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Rijkaard clears it away. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Now it's Rafinha, and he's managed to get free. Now takes a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Scholes. Threads one in. Good read, needed to be.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Costa Curta makes the interception. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, that's cause for mild irritation. Costa Curta gets it clear. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Makaleli. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. And this is Forlan. Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Scholes. Picked out brilliantly. It's Forlan! It's in! Two ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. Germany are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
And it's Hullet. He's picked his way through, and here's Forlan. That is a great pick out. He slid it. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So this to extend their lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, credit to the keeper. He read it, but succumbed to the placement.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Cafu. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Oh, that's fabulous. Rijkaard.
Added minutes has been
And it's
indicated.
McAllister. And here's Mbappe. It's Forlan! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss. And that's another good win of the ball. And that is as far as it goes. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking? So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The action has already started.
For the ultimate model of consistency and longevity, there is the perfect example in front of us.
Javier Zanetti, he goes on forever, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, that's why they call him the tractor. He just ploughs on and on with boundless energy.
That's a nicely weighted pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Picked out, there's the shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Rafinha plays it short. Milan have the chance to go the other way. That is a great pick out. He's got away.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Barcelona are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Threads one in, and he's worked it through. And that has sent him sprawling. Rijkaard tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, shoot! Rashford! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Now it's Mbappe, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nice looking ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And this is batted, shapes to shoot! And he's there to get it away.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Rijkaard, that's a good ball out wide. And the pass is intercepted. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Indicated.
Oh, that's delightful. Oh, that's fabulous. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Please
Well,
be
obviously
reminded that
things are
drinking
not
is
good,
only
Peter.
allowed in
It
the
seems the
areas shown on
team
this
were
map.
just a
Thank
bit
you
too
very much
busy
for your cooperation.
playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 13, Hazard. Number 19, Morgan Rogers. Number 20, Mbappe. Number 18, Yamal. Coming on the field, number 24.
And we're underway again.
Number 21.
Barcelona really
Bernardo
need to
Silva.
bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter.
Filippo
Just
Inzaghi.
looked a step
Number
too slow on everything.
17, Olise.
Nicely shaped ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Olise. Oh, important interception. That's tidy. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Now it's Inzaghi. He's a sharp little ball here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, that's well spotted. It's a searching pass. That's beautifully weighted. And now they can clear their lines.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Olise. Now, what about a counter-attack? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Best. There's a no-nonsense tackle, pinged towards the front line.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 11.
We have got
Rafinha.
changes here from
Coming
both
on the
sides, in fact,
field
and the
is
keeper's given it away.
Number 10.
Raul.
Messi.
Oh,
Substitution.
facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Olise is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
There will be
Koundé.
1 minute added time.
Now that looks a decent ball. And he's managed to get free. And that's that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable sometimes. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. He's found a way through. Oh, what has happened here? And he thumps it clear. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Nicely spread. And here's Messi. It's come to nothing. Well, this is one boy from Croxteth who, so far as club football goes, has achieved just about everything. English football has rested on his broad shoulders for nigh on 2 decades. It is, of course, the modern great that is Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, without question, one of England's all-time finest. His record speaks for itself.
And his face is that of a man who simply cannot accept defeat. During games, he is always laser-focused, and he fights tooth and nail for every win. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Rafinha considers his options. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game. Promising one. And he welcomes it in. De Jong is always scanning the pitch for targets. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Played into space. Bastoni gets it away. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He has found the way through. Some good work on the right flank here. De Jong did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Araujo. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ambitious ball here. And he's heaved it away. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That pass isn't the best. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, good spread. Ibrahimovic. He's been bundled over. That is a foul.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Messi taking charge of the dead ball. And so we have the first set piece of the game. That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Just eases him off the ball. Rafinha. Played back in. And that was very necessary. Oh, it's come loose.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Balotelli. And it's Rooney. Played out to the left flank. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, good ball. No foul, says the referee. And we've reached half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Let's hope the boys can turn it up for the second. Substitution for Barcelona. Number 18, Yamal.
Here we go again then.
Morgan Rogers.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Messi. Number 21, Bernardo Silva. Number 14.
Now it's Inzaghi. Shifted it to the flank. That is a great pick out. That is a crunching tackle. Rafinha cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
It's a promising position. And the finish! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Tony.
Barcelona have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Tries a shot! And he hits the net! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Number 10, Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands.
And the shot! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Goal scorer for Barcelona.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's
Number
expertly
11,
finished, and he's done that so often.
Barcelona grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager would...
Messi! Just off target.
Messi certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
And he's managed to get rid. And it's Messi. Defending of the desperate variety. And the counter is on. Great vision. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Well read. Nice interception. Mbappe does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Araujo. That is ended up in no man's land. And they're back on the ball again. And this is Inzaghi. Now who's going to be first to this?
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And this is Rooney, played out towards the right wing. Donatoni. There's the shot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Bastoni wins the duel this time. Out of play for a throw. And that's definitely not his best. Donatoni. And this is Ibrahimovic. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Hazard.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's made its way to him. And a chance! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't...
And that will be the final act. Barcelona proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it.
There you have
Filippo
it,
Inzaghi picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature. His quality...
Certainly not the easiest of chances, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, the way the ball sat up, he thought he had a decent chance, and to be honest, so did the rest of us.
And it's Azar. And here's Mbappe. Out to the right. And he's only too happy to take that back. Goes for the shot! That's got him rattled. Mateus played into space. Lovely, now then.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Still goalless at the moment. That's a little off target. Rijkaard is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Van Dijk wins the duel this time. Cannavaro. Montpellier look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
He is through here. Real chance! Goal! Montpellier! Montpellier have the lead! Complete awareness. He was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Montpellier have taken the lead.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Yamal. Chouameni. Rijkaard. And here's Cruyff. Shot could be on. Chance for a shot! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And now he has two. So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, it's Van Basten. And that has been slung wide. And it's Rijkaard. And here's McAllister. McAllister is flagged offside. That is a little undercooked.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Mateus. Rafinha. Oh, that's well spotted. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 18, Jamal.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Number 22.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
21, Bernardo Silva.
Now it's Luis Suarez. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were out.
Takes a shot! That is decidedly lacking. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. He's picked his way through. Van Dijk can get it clear. Can he get on the end of this? Chouameni. So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
That's an imaginative pass. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Cruyff really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Made sure that's not getting through. Montpellier finding their passes. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Mbappe. Played out to the right. Cannavaro. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And he cuts out the supply. More and more pressure on the ball here. Rafinha. Nicked it back promptly. Can he get it through? Oh, good ball! And the finish! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And no, he couldn't find the finish.
It's a good effort and you can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly did. He's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Barcelona have themselves a chance from the spot. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it did.
So that's it. It is all over. Barcelona were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Barcelona absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle, which was painfully exploited, and that's left plenty for the manager to think about. A painful reminder of
So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Familiar feeling this for you, Jim?
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Kaka. Kaka going face to face with his great rival. Some good work on the right flank here. Now he's got space here. Can he get onto this?
Well, if you're looking for a showstopper, I think we need to look no further than Kaka here, Peter. To me, it's all going to be about how much of the ball he's going to see.
So does he have a specific role?
Yeah, basically to get on it and take it to the opposition. That's what he does. And in doing that, he engages everybody around him.
Yeah, he's terrific. Yamal. Yamal! Oh, it's come loose. Decent chance! Loose ball now, and he's following up! Pirlo can see things others simply cannot. Tries to pass it through. Chance! There it is! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or two.
Takes a shot! And he can clear it away. The ball has bounced loose now. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. He's had a shot! Kaka charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, facing up, has a shot! Oh, belter! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Barcelona really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
And we are back underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Great ball, and he's in here. Romero did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well read, and the danger is averted. And here's Yamal.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Madrid trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the...
And Messi! It's loose now and they want to get... Oh, he's been caught on it here!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Van Dijk. And it's O'Shea. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this. Messi! That is some save from Khan! Yamal. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. Now the delivery. A mighty effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 13.
We have got
Hazard.
changes here from both
Number
sides, in
20,
fact.
Mbappe. Number 19. Morgan Rogers.
Barcelona have
Number
got it back
18,
and they'll have another go.
Yamal.
Thinks
Coming
one
on the
through.
field, Number 24.
Pirlo.
Rashford. Number 14. Filippo Inzaghi.
Best.
Number 21. Bernardo
Rafinha.
Silva. Number 17.
And Rashford.
Olise.
Oh, now here's an interesting
Substitutions
matchup.
taking place.
Short changes him with that pass. Oh, good spread. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Tries to play it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against
There
a
will be 1
defender,
minute
though,
at
who
a
was
time.
ever so determined. So that's it. It is all over. In the end, then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Thoughts on what we've... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Rafael Leao, Peter, is one player who could be unstoppable if he's in the mood. Easily one of the fastest players I've ever seen. He's capable of taking on multiple defenders. And
the shots! Yamal. Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's really put himself on the line here. And we have our very first corner. Baresi gets it away. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Tomori. And it's Ricci. Throw in. It's a good run down the right. Mignon chooses to deal with it himself. Rafinha. He's had a shot! Lacking in accuracy.
well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Now he's got space here.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Can he get it through? So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Salamakers, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's managed to gift it back. Nicely weighted ball. And he's intervened well there. And he's managed to get free.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Looking to play him in. A probing pass. And the shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
He's found the real chance! And now they can clear their lines. Looking for a runner. Oh, delightful ball. Now it's Rafael Leao. That is lovely. He is through here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Yamal. Decent chance! And he can clear it. Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 4, El Hadj Diouf.
And the action is back on the way.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Number 14,
Barcelona do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel.
Shoots! And he hits the net! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they want another.
After 51 minutes is
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Barcelona grab the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. And this is Inzaghi. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
And he shoots! Oh, he's really drilled it. Takes a shot! And it's Serginho. Oh, easy pickings there. Good effort from distance. Can he get on the end of this? Now, can they get him away? Inzaghi proves just a little bit too strong. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's fabulous. Salmakas. And can he finish it? Goal, Milan! And they get themselves in front! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Substitution in progress.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Milan go into the lead. He has found the way through. He's free, he has got chance! He has done it! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run...
And Messi! post. And he's quick to get it clear again. Rijkaard. He's tried one! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
Looking for options for movement. That'll be a throw-in. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Just 5 minutes left. The referee's awarded a free kick. Van Dijk. Koundé. That's an imaginative pass. Baresi cuts it out. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Rashford. Filippo Inzaghi. And it's hoisted clear. Dimarco going full tilt down the left.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Now this could be a chance. There's a no-nonsense tackle. And that is that. Barcelona were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Begley.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
Danger averted for now. And here's Haaland. Looking for a runner. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Looking for options for movement. Distributed tidily. He is through here. That's a good run he's making there. Oh, what has happened here? A corner it is then. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Big header! Tries to get it clear. Goes for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's managed to get free. Haaland! Nice looking ball. That has not gone well.
Borussia Dortmund really have decided to turn to the long ball. That's very obvious now.
And how did they go about making that work? He's having a shot! They've scored! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mohamed Salah. That is a great pick out. Pass somewhat off target. Rijkaard. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Haaland. Knocks it into space. It's Salah!
2 minutes has been
The
indicated.
keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And the first half is done. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Thank you very much for your cooperation. Substitution for Barcelona, number 18, Yamal.
Borussia
Number
Dortmund
13,
get the second half started.
Number 20, Mbappe.
And that's been intercepted.
Coming on the
He read
field,
that really well and
number
stopped it.
17, Olise.
Back into the middle.
Number 24,
Forwards
Rashford.
and with intent.
Number 14,
Well, there's your danger man, a title that is
Substitution
entirely
in progress.
justified. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And it's Bernardo Silva. Barcelona do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see it.
Face-to-face, Mbappe! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen.
Chance! He has done it! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Koundé. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Now it's Mbappe. And reclaimed it in a trice. Threads one in. Nuno Mendes. Rafinha. Spread out to the left. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. But he's well positioned here. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Barcelona present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper. Goal! Borussia Dortmund! Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, credit to the keeper. He read it, but succumbed to the placement.
Borussia Dortmund get themselves into the lead. Into the last quarter of an hour. Ambitious ball here. Backward it goes. Great ball, and he's in here. That's a sharp pass.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Elias, big chance, must be! It's run loose, who's going to get there? He might be in here! They've got to be quick to recover this. And again! The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick. Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
He's gone for goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
He's tried one!
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Bernardo Silva. And he's intervened well there. Can he get it through? Brilliantly cut out. Howson with the clearance. Plays a sharp little ball here. And the through ball. He's in a great position here. And that's it. Barcelona played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And already we're underway here. Here's a chance! And somehow it stayed out. And he was quick to react. Nice looking ball. Not the most accurate pass. That's a throw. Thinks one through. Yamal. Oh, that's fabulous. Yamal! Oh, crossbar! Great vision. Chance for a shot!
Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required. He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray.
Caught offside that time. Rijkaard. Koundé. That'll be a throw-in. Mbappe! Rodri did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Rafinha must have made the worst possible choice there. It was crying out to be released left.
Barcelona are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Oh, there's a probing ball. Mbappe. And he's managed to... He's tried one! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Rafinha actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. Hazard going face-to-face. Chance! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Now, he's got space here. No, that's been intercepted. Wirtz knows how to run down the left wing. He can run onto that. Lovely bit of skill. Rafinha. Done delicately. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Now, can they get him away? And this is Mohamed. It's Salah! Oh, surely that deserved better.
This is turning into a repeat offenders affair. The keepers won't be complaining, though.
That pass isn't the best. Looking to play him in. He's got away. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Hazard really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Good ball, good take. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the first 45 minutes are up. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Members of our fan club celebrating their wedding anniversary today. Substitution for Barcelona. Number 20, Mbappe. Number 18, Yamal. Number 13, Hazard. Number 15, Nuno Mendes. Coming on the field, number 14, Filippo Inzaghi. Number 17, Olise. Number 24,
And the second half gets underway.
Number 9, Vardio.
Barcelona clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Played into space. That was good alertness. Petit. It's a searching pass.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Bernardo Silva, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Costa Curta. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Petit. He's in a great position here. Zanetti in acres of space out. And the finish! There it is! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. Mbappe! That's unlucky, just wouldn't come down.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort. Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Torres.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Howson is always looking to break lines. That's a little off target. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Tries to play it through. Oh, good take in a good area. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Cleared away. Spread out to the left. That'll be a throw-in. There will be a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Now he's got space here. Petit. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Rafinha. Azar.
There will be 1 minute
Howson gets across to intercept that. Couldn't squeeze it through. And he's in on goal. And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the supports have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 20, Mbappe. Number
And the action
18,
is back on the way.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky.
And Torres! He's done very well to get to that.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
And we have our very first corner. Rijkaard getting this one clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Petit. Petit! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Zanetti has it out wide and in space. Cannavaro, good purposeful running this. He's found the way, goes for a shot! Bernardo Silva. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Barcelona are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Now it's Rafinha. Now, can they get him away? Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that's been won straight back. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Bernardo Silva. Rafinha driving through the middle. They want to be quick to recover this. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. And the pass is intercepted. Inzaghi powering forward here.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rashford going face-to-face with his great rival. Time is running out here.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Out to the right. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Torres. Torres charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And already we're underway here. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends, as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. In 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Big chance! Haaland! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that was very necessary. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lovely ball and a real chance now. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Haaland, that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he cuts out the supply. And this is Berbatov. Kirkchu. Cross to the back post. And it's been given away.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Haaland has found the net here, of course. Nicely weighted ball. It's not an especially good pass, that. It's a searching pass. Koundé spots it and intercepts. And he's managed to get rid. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. And here's Mbappe. Rafinha. Probing pass. Romero. That is ended up in no man's land.
Might want to be careful there.
He's having a hit! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Climbs up big! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And he's well positioned here. And the shot! Sticks it away! And this is getting better and better. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Berbatov. And there's green grass ahead of him. And the first 45 minutes are up. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Barcelona really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team. So I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 60, Erling Haaland.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Donadoni, number 15, El Hadj Diouf.
Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Koundé, Nuno Mendes, Rijkaard, and it's Rashford. Donadoni takes control of it and he's on the move. Donadoni was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Played out towards the right wing. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Pass somewhat off target. Nicely spread.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Rodri. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked...
Real chance! No, not quite.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning...
There could be trouble here. Pass is just off target. Howson with the clearance. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Rafinha goes short. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. The ball is loose and the chase is on. He's found a way through. Just eases him off the ball. Donadoni couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. That's a cute ball. And he's intervened well there. Koundé looking for the run. Donadoni providing an outlet on that flank. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. That has not gone well. And it's Koundé. That is a great pick out. It's come to nothing. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Borussia Dortmund couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He might be in here! Little doubt, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Added time is up. And there goes the whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started. It's hit the crossbar. Decent enough try.
Well, I can tell you that the aluminium is still shaking after that, and we're talking fractions. That was a great try.
Zanetti, looking for the run. Zanetti. Mbappe! And it's a goal! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. It's a good spell of possession, this. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now, he's got space here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Bale. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Beckenbauer cuts it out.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Mbappe has found the net here, of course. He might be in here! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. No, he wasn't going to be fooled.
Neymar really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And that's a good intervention. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Mbappe did well to generate such power, the mark of the player he is. Bernardo Silva. India looking to pass their way through. It's a really well-measured ball. Nicely shaped ball. Now it's Mbappe. He's had a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Not much subtlety about that challenge. And it's Koundé. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good for him.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Done delicately, and he was quick to react. And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 13, Hazard.
And the action is back on the way.
Mbappe.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Coming on the field, number 24,
Messi.
Rashford. Number 14, Filippo Inzaghi.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
Number 17, Olise. Number
And he's going to have his
22,
name taken.
McAllister.
Well, there is concern on the
Substitution in
faces of the
progress.
players standing around him here. Bale is standing over this one, looking to widen the gap even further here. Bale! Rashford. Played into space. Floated through. Picked out brilliantly.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nicked it back promptly. Over to the left. And Rafinha. Rafinha is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do, to further improve their position of comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. The time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
India are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be...
Goes for a shot! And that would have been some goal.
McAllister really showed what he brings to this side there. A fantastic effort, even if the defence seemed half asleep.
Looking for options for movement. That's been slipped through. The less said about that pass, the better. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Boyan! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Big chance! And the keeper threw out a limb.
India really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
India with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Messi. And he's had a hit! And how did he not make it 4?
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
India have their second corner now. He rises! Danger averted for now. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And no, that was never going to make it. Olise looking to play him in. It's a threatening ball. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Now it's Bale.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's on it. Can he get away? Can he finish? Nicely
There will be
weighted
5
ball.
minutes added time.
And it's Rashford. A heavy challenge. McAllister. Neymar. Bernardo Silva. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pass somewhat off target. Added time is up. And there goes the whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. Aside